Let's go now to Ondo State leadership crisis. There seemed to be some calm. Governor Rotimi Akeredolu has placed his deputy, Lucky Aiyedatiwa, in acting capacity amid yet another medical treatment abroad, rejecting pressure to step down from several power brokers, including President Bola Tinubu. Mr. Akeredolu, in a statement issued on Tuesday by his spokesman, Richard Olatunde, would proceed on medical leave starting December 13 over what appeared to be a continuation of treatment of an ailment that has ravaged the governor throughout the year. Mr. Olatunde said later regarding his medical leave and a notice formally transferring power to Mr. Aiyedatiwa in line with the Constitution will be transmitted to the House of Assembly. The statement noted that Governor Akeredolu is grateful for the unwavering support of the people of the state and assures that his administration remains committed to the path of progress and prosperity for the people. Let's take a look at this with the help of Taiwo Ojumu, a legal practitioner and political analyst. He joins us from Akure, the Ondo State capital. Thank you very much for joining us. You seem to be at the heart of unfolding events at the moment. After so much political wrangling, there seemed to be some sanity with this albeit temporary transfer of power. Talk us through, as quickly as you can, what the Constitution provides regarding the transfer of power in the absence of a governor, and in this case, due to medical reasons, and how the appointment of an acting governor align with these provisions. Are there limitations to his powers still restricted for the governor?
All right, thank you very much for having me once again. Well, the thing is, you will recall that we've said it a few times that the right thing to do, which is very much in line with the Constitution, is to have transmitted power long before now. The Constitution of Nigeria, although it has its own lacuna, but it makes provision for almost every area of of human existence as far as Nigeria is concerned. Sections 189 to 191, as it were, make very copious provision. Now, before now, I did say that during the build-up days to elections like this, it is not very strange to have all manner of crisis, and this crisis has been worsened by the fact that Governor Akeredolu has been indisposed for some time. And so, but I believe personally that we might not, well, there's some calm now, some sanity has returned to the state, but I don't know if I should call it, maybe I want to sound a bit pessimistic now. I don't know if I should call it some kind of piece of the graveyard, because I don't think this is the end to this drama. I feel that the coming days will still, as events will unfold, I believe that there will still be some drama.
What kind of drama are you expecting? I mean, I tried to get from you what the law says about this process of transmission, if it is being done legally. And part of that statement by his spokesperson, or Latunde, if I get it correctly, also alluded to the fact that he has followed the constitutional provisions in, delegating his deputy while he was away on his medical vacation, an annual vacation. So what kind of drama would you be expecting now that something that everybody was pushing for has finally materialized?
Okay, all right. Now, the kind of drama I was talking about is that I have reason to believe, and I understand that the camp of the deputy governor wants more than what has been given. When I say want more, I mean that it has been said severally that the camp of the deputy governor wants some kind of like they want the invocation of the doctrine of necessity. That is, that Mr. Governor would be asked to resign or would be impeached on grounds of incapacitation, which is provided by provided for by the Constitution, and that's what has been transmitted now is no less than what we've had before now, but that what they actually want is more, and that was why I said that I don't think we've seen the end to this. Now, speaking of the processes involved, legal processes involved in the transmission of power of the powers as well. From the press release of the chief press secretary of Mr. Governor, it was clear that the governor had written to the Speaker of the House of Assembly. And what we expect now is that, having written that, he has written that he has gone on leave, or medical leave, and that beginning from tomorrow, the deputy governor can proceed to act, to represent the governor acting capacity. So now that it has been written to the Speaker of the House of Assembly, we expect that the House of Assembly in turn now communicates directly to the deputy governor, and then the deputy governor can now begin to act fully.
All right. Taiwo, at the heart of this crisis is one very important aspect, and that's the people, the welfare of the people. How, in your view, being on the ground, would you say this crisis has impacted governance and administrative functions of Ondo State, particularly in terms of decision-making and policy implementation?
Yes. I think to a very large extent, it has impacted negatively. Even though some have argued that Mr. Governor, even when he has not been in the state for some time now, has been discharging his duties. But I can tell you for free that for those of us on ground, a lot of activities have been slowing down. There are a lot of projects that, ordinarily speaking, one would expect that by now should have been completed if Mr. Governor were to be on ground. So yes, crises like this, those who do not benefit the most from crises like this are the citizens of the state. The ordinary citizens of the state are the ones who would not profit from this kind of crisis, and that's why a lot of us are happy that now the decision that has been made now is the right step and the right direction. So yes.
Is there a scenario, any at all, considering how politically tumultuous that area is at the moment, that the governor would consider the advice of the president to resign from his position as governor? Do you think that can ever happen? And if he does, what would be the implications, not just for the ruling party, but the opposition dynamics in the state?
Yes, yeah. Well, the truth is that Mr. Governor, if you know him very well, he's someone that a lot of us have been following for now. He's someone that he's very objective. I'm sure that he wouldn't mind resigning if the need to do that arises. But if he resigns and then Mr. Aiyedatiwa, the deputy governor, be sworn in as governor, the problem, when I say problem, I'm putting that in quote now, that might occur is that I believe one of the major reasons why we have this political logjam in the state is because some people who have plans, who have ambitions to become, to succeed the governor of the state, do not want, they feel that by reason of being the deputy governor, Mr. Aiyedatiwa has an advantage over them. And that is why some of them, this so-called cabal, I understand, are doing their best to ensure that the power does not transmit to Aiyedatiwa. And so, if in the unlikely event, or in the likely event as well, that Mr. Governor should resign and then transmit power fully, and Aiyedatiwa is sworn in, there might be some crisis.
So either way, there's going to be some drama in the state. We're just hoping that the impact on the people is not too hard. Thank you very much, Taiwo, for speaking with us.
All right. Thank you very much for having me. Thank you very much.